and Miami will have the ball. So we'll see what happens. This is a different season. This one is for the National Championship of College Football. Josh Brown will kick it off. Andre Johnson and Frank Gore are waiting for it. Johnson is number 5. Gore is number 32 for Miami. The game is on. 2 yards deep in the end zone. Johnson looking for the outside. Taken down at the 6-yard line on a diving tackle. The Huskers cover it well. Jeremy Shockey and Robert Williams come out as wide, and Shockey is a tight end. He's a huge target, and he's all over the place, and they run it up the middle with Clinton Portis, and he takes it quickly out across the 10 to the 11-yard line for a 5-yard pickup. Now here's your second snap of the ball game on 2nd down and 5 for the Miami Hurricanes. They're going to put it in the air. They go down the middle with it, and the pass is caught by Shockey, the big tight end, and he's got a first down out at the 32-yard line.
Man coverage, they're having trouble with it.
To front.
That'll be one of the big tests tonight because Nebraska thinks they can get to him.
That is Shockey, the big tight end, working in the backfield. And Dorsey getting some heat, gets his ball away, and it is out of bounds and incomplete. Got to make him run. If they can make him run and get in his face, and they got in his face that time, it was Shanley and Slechta. When you look for the football tonight on defense for Miami, you'll find number 20, Edward Reed. He's always around the ball. Crouch, quick drop, takes off up the middle, and quick recovery by Andrew Williams. Andre Williams stayed home, and suddenly there was a quarterback right in his sights, and he took him down.
No secret there. Took him down. Great defensive play by Miami. The best defense in the nation.
Philip Buchanan is waiting for the punt from Kyle Larson. The kick is away, and it's a beauty. Runs him all the way back to the 9-yard line. Almost slipped and fell, but now he gets going upfield, and he found the hole. And he's across the 30. And he's out near the 32-yard line before Larson, the punter, makes the tackle. He almost went home with that one. 3rd down and 13 for the Hurricanes. They go to the shotgun formation. Dorsey gets it off down the middle, and it is caught. They go to the big guy again, Jeremy Shockey. He is 6'6", 246 pounds. He's a junior, and he is from Ada, Oklahoma. Pressure, passes away, and it's picked. Intercepted by Keo Craver. Dorsey tried to force it. There were people in his face. Scott Shanley was the main man on the play, and they picked Dorsey. 3rd and 10 for the Huskers, and they got trips on this side. 3 wide on this side, 1 on the top. That's 4 wide outs, and out of the shotgun. Pass is thrown down the middle, completed to Tracy Wistrom, the tight end. For the tight end, already having a big night. Shockey's had 2 big catches, and now Wistrom comes up with 1. And for the first time tonight, Nebraska is on the Miami side of the field.
When he finds a scheme and a play that works, he's making a notation, and that script will then go, and boy, they'll start to hammer.
It's 2nd down and 12. Take it to fullback, keep it. They run that belly series well, but this time Miami defends it. That ball might have come out. It did, I think. Miami says, we've got it. The officials have not agreed yet.
Well,
now they do. Miami ball. So they each have a turnover.
Yeah, but this one's a little bit bigger, Keith, because of the field position. They're now at midfield, inside Nebraska territory.
It is a fumble, no matter. And it's first down Miami at the Nebraska 49-yard line. And immediately the Canes will try to strike deep as they go down the middle, and it is touchdown. Andre Johnson was all by himself.
I think Craver fell down. Craver fell down, and I'm telling you something, Johnson just walked in.
Todd Severs will do the kicking off. Severs has a heck of a leg. He's a big lanky guy. He comes out of Iowa. They've got Ada, Oklahoma, Ankeny, Iowa. The coaches from Oklahoma. They all like that warm Florida sun. It's not very deep. And Davis comes up to about the 12-yard line to take it. Looks for a hole up the middle of the field.
Ball's loose.
He fumbles the receivers covered it.
Keith, we told you about turnovers on any level of play. It can change a ball game. But I'm telling you, in the championship game, it's huge.
No pressure on him. Passes away in a hurry. Drills it into the chest of the receiver, Darrell Jones, and it's going to be down to about, penalty flag goes into the crowd. That'll be about the 27-yard line.
You know, Keith, it looks like the defensive backs are starting to slip and slide down there. We had a helicopter trying to dry the field just before the game. We've had rain the last 2 days.
Dead ball, personal foul, late hit on the offense, 15 yards, third down.
Third down now and 18 for Miami. And here's a little shuffle pass to the fullback coming across. It's Kevin Beard, a flanker coming across. And there's very little room in the middle as the Huskers smelled it out and Burrow led the tackler. Well, it's obvious that Miami's stripping when they get in traffic if they can. Crouch gives the ball away to the big back. And Dietrich battling, trying to get his first down, and he's going to come up a couple of yards short. And he's one of many youngsters who's coming down from Canada to play football. Here's the pitch off the option, and it goes to Dietrich, and he turns up the sidelines and goes into the crowd along with one of the officials who lost his footing and went sliding in there.
Depending on the mark, though, that's going to be awfully close to that chain.
He's looking right now at second down and 14. Crouch gives it to Dietrich. He gets a big hole over the right side, pounds his way across the 35 and out to the 37-yard line. First down, Nebraska. First and 10 at the 37-yard line, 7-0 Miami lead, 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter, and it's kept by Crouch. Crouch is a burner. He's all the way down to the Miami 35-yard line. Edward Reed and Mike Rumpf the tackle.
This is probably the last series that Solich will be on his script, and then he'll throw that away and go to the plays that have
Out of the shotgun, hand the ball to the up man, and he's going to pound to about the 32. D.J. Williams makes the tackle on Darren Dietrich. Oh, it's one of the most festive places in the world when you have your tournament, the Roses Parade, and the game, and all of that which goes on in Pasadena. It's a wonderful thing. Here's a bullet thrown down the middle, and it's incomplete. Edward Reed got a hand on it and slapped it away.
Trying to go to his fullback, which is very rare, but they're breaking tendencies tonight. Judd Davies wasn't even looking for it. Nebraska.
Gaines ball now, first down and 10 as we go to the second quarter of play. Dorsey pumps it once, now he's going deep. And it is caught, but did he get it inbound?
Yes, sir.
He did at the Nebraska 39-yard line. Theo Craver losing the struggle with Andre Johnson. Second down and 10. Give it to Portis. Lost his balance, but keeps on going, and he might tear it open. Touchdown. They thought they had him, they didn't wrap him, and suddenly he was gone.
How's their psyche?
Oregon took care of that, I think, the other night. This is Crouch coming around the corner, and he's got a first down. Edward Reed made the tackle on Eric Crouch.
Everybody talks about that Nebraska option. Nebraska has 5 different options for this game, but they don't just run the regular ride-read option everybody talks about. Most plays are designed for Crouch.
They're on 3rd and 7 right now. The ball is whipped downfield. Intercepted. Went right through the hands of the receiver. And it's touchdown Miami, James Lewis. Well, they go with 4 wideouts on this play and put Crouch back there in a shotgun by himself. As time throws it down the middle and misses Wistrom. Ball bounced in front of him.
And Keith, that's significant. They've already gotten Nebraska out of their game plan. They've got them out of what they do and what they like to do best.
And it's real serious right now for the Cornhuskers. 3 turnovers, reducing the scoring opportunities, and Miami is cashed it just like they own the register. Going deep on this play. Got a man up there. He's got the ball. It's Andre Johnson, who is having a career night. They can't cover him. The ball is inside the 30-yard line, down at the 21 is where they put it down. Willie Amos and Dion Booker were trying to cover him, but they just couldn't run with him. Frank Gore checks in at the tailback position for the Canes. At the Nebraska 21-yard line, Dorsey back, looking to the end zone. It's touchdown, Shockey.
Wow.
They're making it look easy.
Shockey came out of the backfield that time.
Todd Seaver swings the leg, and somebody got a piece of it, and it's no good.
It's amazing, Keith. We told you this was a quick strike offense.
Yep.
I mean, all year long, their average on touchdown drives is 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Sudden change, they call it. You get a turnover, boom, sudden change, make it pay.
High kick coming down at the 2-yard line to Josh Davis. Oh, he had no chance. I mean, they were down there like rockets. Kellen Winslow again. It is 3rd down and 7 with the ball on the 15-yard line. Crouch pulls it down and takes off and cuts it to the 22-23, and that'll be good for a 1st down.
But Crouch and his offense just have to continue the game plan because it's too early to panic, even though they're down 27-0.
I was laughing with Larry Coker the other day. What we got here is nothing more than Oklahoma, Nebraska, because Larry comes from Okima, Oklahoma. Here's Crouch just sandwiched. Coming from the blind side, it was Howard Clark. DJ Williams had him occupied, and Clark just nailed it. But Crouch is very durable. 14-yard line now. And 2nd down and 20.
Look out.
It is Crouch almost breaking into the open. But he gets up close to the 30-yard line before Edward Reed finds him and brings him down. Reed's about as good as anybody I've seen in that secondary, that 3 safety spot this year.
Leads the nation with 9 picks.
3rd down and 5. Crouch taken down behind the line of scrimmage, back around the 26-yard line. And Nebraska's going to have to punt it away.
When's the last time you saw an offensive lineman get 26 Heisman votes?
3rd down and 7. Ball drilled right in between defenders, and a penalty flag on the field as the catch is made by Shockey. Again, Jeremy Shockey.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards, previous spot, repeat 3rd down.
So that backs the Canes up 10, and here's Todd Harris. The penalty puts the ball back on the 37-yard line for Miami, where it's 3rd down and 18. Dorsey back, little short drop, throws it down the middle. Ball is caught by Kevin Beard. Andre Johnson, and Johnson is going to have another 1st down for Miami. Miami threatening to really blow this thing open. They lead 27-0. It's 1st down at the Nebraska 25-yard line. Dorsey. Inside the 10, complete to Jeremy Shockey, the tight end. Scott Shanley couldn't handle him.
And Shockey with that last play is just too fast for Shanley. As you look at these numbers, and these are for the season, I mean, scoring Miami's 1st, 8th in total offense, 2nd in the nation in passing. Who cares about the rushing? They're 40th. They get out of it what they need out of it. They get that 50-50 bump from Portis.
And it's 1st and goal. The ball is on the 8-yard line for the Canes. Dorsey, time, throws, touchdown. Johnson.
Craver again complaining about the push-off, or that time it's Gross complaining about the push-off. They're not throwing any flags on it. Johnson is big time.
Yeah, but twice now we've seen him pull a defender. Well, it's just been domination so far.
It sure has.
There were the 3 turnovers, and then from that point on, it's just gotten worse. And coming right up the middle to make a big play is a fellow named Vince Wilfork. He is a freshman. He's 6'2", 346 pounds. I will spell the name. Wilfork. Remember it. Second down and 13. Crouch turns back inside. Now he's going to get punished a little bit as he comes up to about the 44-yard line. A yard or so short of the first down, but he took a thump and when he went down. Ball is handed over to the left side to Thunder Collins, and Collins will get the first down. And they move the chains up to about midfield.
A storm is brewing.
Third down and 8. And that won't do it. Pass was caught by Wilson Thomas, and he's held short of the first down by 3 yards. And it'll bring up fourth down. 15 seconds. Little flip outside, and that does not get the first down. And so Miami will get the ball with 7 seconds remaining on the clock. And they've got time to put one in the air and see what happens. Larry Coker, who if he wins this game tonight, and the odds are pretty good he's going to, he will join Benny Oosterbaan of Michigan in college football history as only the second coach to win the national championship in his first season as head coach. They take a knee and head for the clubhouse, leaving the ball spinning on the ground, leading by a score of 34-0. The Miami Hurricanes dominating. That's been the story of this ball game, as you see reflected there in the numbers. It's been utter domination by the Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah, and not surprising, it came through the passing yard again. We talked about Craver, we talked about Gross. They played up on the line of scrimmage. They were unable to match the speed of Miami. The 3 turnovers, huge. 14 points off those turnovers, obviously, and that's made a huge difference as well.
The tackles for a loss, an impressive number there, Tim.
Well, and that's exactly right. And again, it's speed.
Miami kicking off to Nebraska to start the second half of play, leading 34-0. Here's the return by Josh Davis. Finds a hole. And brings it out across the 40-yard line, and a penalty flag follows it. And they pitch it out to Diedrich. Diedrich cannot turn the corner. They have not really turned the corner on Miami all night long with that pitch play. John Gibson, senior from Papillion, Nebraska, wide out. He has not seen the ball at all tonight. They throw this one down the middle, short, going to the tight end, Wistrom, and he'll have a catch out at the 41-yard line. That's a yard short of the first down.
Keith, you think this is not impressive? 12 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and no points. Wow. Tell you how much Nebraska passes when Tracy Wistrom, the tight end, is the all-time receiving yards leader at Nebraska. That tells you something.
It does. 3rd and 1. And Diedrich slashing ahead. And he's on the 44 for a first down. And here's Swanee. 1st and 5 after the offside. Crouch searching down the line. Got a first down. There he gets it down to about the 43.
I will tell you this. Had they gone outside for a head coach when Butch left, they wouldn't be here tonight.
I agree.
They would have to get used to a brand new system, a brand new coach, and they wouldn't have just kept that flow that they had, and now they're ready to win 22 straight.
2nd down and 13, and this is Diedrich breaking it big. He's down to about the 16-yard line. James Lewis took his legs away. So it's first down. Ball at the 27-yard line. Miami was offside that time, but no flag on it. That defensive end came across so fast.
But they're showing more formations now. They came out with ace, empty, I formation.
Ball's dropped. It's thrown down the middle to Thunder Collins, and Collins hit when the ball arrived, and he couldn't put it away. 4th down and 7 for Nebraska. The ball on the Miami 24-yard line. Miami defense hungering, I think, for a 0 here. Almost got themselves offside. Ball is slapped up in the air. Now there's a penalty flag across the way.
You know, you make a great point. Why did Miami take a timeout? McDougal, the defensive end, they do want that shutout. They saw a formation they weren't comfortable with. They knew it was a big fourth down. Take the timeout. They are going after a shutout, although they hurt themselves here by jumping off sides.
On the defense, 5 yards, still fourth down.
Well, you're more makeable than 7.
You want to anticipate the count, Keith. You want to get that quick jump, but you got to watch the football.
Crouch kept it. He's going to have his first down. He bellied it with the up guy and then ran right in behind him, and he picks up the first down near the 16-yard line of Miami. Handed off inside, and touchdown! Judd Davis, the fullback. So at 2 minutes and 39 seconds of the third quarter, Nebraska gets on the scoreboard. Most of them stayed. I mean, they've traveled far. Nebraska football fans do not leave her.
And the Nebraska players starting to bounce around a little bit. Their body language before was terrible, but now they're starting to get excited here.
Much better punt. A lot of more air under it, but it's returnable. And it is Gross. Oh, he's still got room, and down the sidelines he goes. No flags behind him. It's touchdown. The ball rests right now on the 22-yard line of Nebraska. It is second down and 6 for the Miami Hurricanes, and time remaining in the game is 10-4. Bounced it. Didn't have control. It slipped out of his hand. Ball thrown quickly, caught quickly, and hit quickly. Keo Craver pounding Kevin Beard. And that'll bring up your fourth down.
That's a big stop. Now you set up the field goal. They missed it the last time they attempted a field goal.
Well, this one's an all that big.
No,
37 yards. You got a big leg.
And he's 5 for 6 from this range.
Plenty of distance, and he got it.
Back inside the Rose Bowl, Tim Brandt and Keith Jackson with you. And folks, everybody knows college football and Keith Jackson are synonymous.
Wait a minute.
He's a legend, a luminary, a Hall of Famer. And folks, let me tell you, I've got the greatest job in the world sitting next to him. And I want to tell you that Keith Jackson will be back again next year, 2002, to do college football on ABC. And partner, I am thrilled.
Me too.
You're the greatest.
Glad to live long enough to do it one more time.
We'll get you all squared away, get you back in this booth.
Look at this. Another big return, Josh Davis. So Tony jumping up and down, I'll bet you over that one, as Josh fumbled the first one, but he's turned in 2 fine runs since that time. It's 1st and 15 now as Crouch gets around the corner. Eric Crouch showing his foot speed. He's been pounded on all night. But here with 9:27 to go in the fourth quarter, he got to the corner and he turned it on. Ball's on the 30-yard line for the first down. Pitch back to Diedrich, and they're going to eat him up.
We saw him work that play in practice. They were going to have Diedrich throw it to the fullback, Judd Davies.
Second down and 19. There goes Crouch again. And he's back to the original line of scrimmage, a 9-yard pickup. James Lewis, the tackle. That penalty makes it 3rd and 1 at the 21. And Dietrich has the first down. Ball is on the 19-yard line, second down and 10. But he's going to keep it. And number 51, Jonathan Vilma, the linebacker, tracked him down.
And their other score was on a punt return, so the defense has only allowed 7.
Dietrich got some room. Oh,
whoa!
Boy, there's a hit. Vilma, number 51. Sneaking around here, trying to get the bucket and dump it all over Larry.
Well, I'll tell you this, partner.
Here they come.
It's going to be cold, too, because it's a chilly night in Pasadena.
I hope you sent some clothes with him, because it's a long drive back to Century City, south and wet.
Oh, that's cold. Look at his face. Guarantee you, it will take your breath away.
Those kids really like this man. They really do.
There's nothing not to like about him.
Well, that's right. Run a little reverse action and get something out of it. Oh, the ball comes out. It's Vilma again with another fierce tackle.
Those are two of the most incredible tackles you'll see in football. Nebraska's won the second half. They lead Miami 14-3 in this half. The unfortunate thing was they were trailing 34-0 at the half.
Yeah, that's right. Ball is thrown to the sidelines, and it is...
That's an incredible catch.
It is. He was sliding down, sliding backwards, and it was Wilson Thomas who made the catch.
Good.
While we're watching the final moments of the ball game, and we are looking at 38 seconds, I want to give you the names of the people involved in this telecast tonight. The executive producer of ABC Sports is Howard Katz. Director of Productions, Bob Toms. Coordinating producer is Bob Goodrich. Goods is here tonight. Producer for us this entire season has been Mark Loomis. Our director, Patrick McManus. Our technical director, John Zippe. Associate producer, Derek Mobley and Fred King. Associate director, Jeff Kibler. Assistants to the producer, Ross Malloy, Kurt Thomas, Dave Fowler, Tom Wicks. Computer stats, Anthony Holman, Matt Jenkins. Our spotter for the season, Kelly Hayes. Our statistician forever, Mark Ametto. Our production manager, Joe Alvarado and Megan Murray. Our technical manager, Dennis Zabo, Phil Palante. And they're wonderful people to work with. That's all I can say to you. They're about as good as I have ever known.
There is not a better crew in television, and I would think that's part of the reason that you want to come back next year is to be with this group. They're great.
You're right.
This is close to the final numbers, and again, Dorsey with a spectacular night, 22 of 35, 362 yards against Nebraska, 3 touchdown passes. And again, Nebraska's defense has to be a little bit shell-shocked, having given up all those points to Colorado and 34 in the first half here to Miami. Much better in the second half.
Well, Miami has erased all doubts about the national champions. They are clearly, unequivocally, and without doubt the national champions of college football in the year 2001. And the Rose Bowl game being played on January 3rd of 2002. Well, I hope to have a good party, and I hope to have a good trip home, and I hope the people in Miami turn out and welcome them home, because they are certainly the champions.
2 great programs, 1 champion. The Miami Hurricanes.
And so it is. The season of 2001 and the championship game of 2002 is done in the books with a final score way over on the side of Miami, 37-14.
Well, this was a festive night. I mean, from the get-go, with the F-16 fighters flying overhead and the national anthem and the game itself. Just wish it had been a better game.